It is really important to understand your numbers. So your priorities are likely things that you shared in the chat, your member experience, your retention rates, or your recruitment strategies. However, underlying all of this is just some math and some budget information and thinking about your allocation and staying in compliance. And right, there's so much to be considerate of that you all need to be considerate of. And knowing your math, knowing your numbers is going to be critical. And I know that a lot of times the AmeriCorps math is a special kind of math that doesn't math, in my opinion. AmeriCorps math and thinking about slot conversions, which may be something that's on your mind right now. Okay, I could expand the pool of applicants if I do some slot conversions. I could fill slots more easily. It's maybe some people have some restrictions. They can't do full-time. They could do part-time or minimum time. You might be able to spread resources more efficiently if you do some slot conversions. So I want to talk about thinking about slot conversions, okay? Your member service years or your MSYs, right? The way grant funding and budget relate to the number of positions, the AmeriCorps positions that you have. And when you change those, when you're going to spend some time adjusting those, maybe you're going to move full-time to part-time, maybe you're going to adjust part-time to quarter-time, etc. That is going to impact your budget. It could potentially impact the type of match you get from partners or from your site. It could change per member costs for insurance, background checks, gear you have to buy, right? So there's a lot of math you have to do. All of that math will make sense. The AmeriCorps math part that doesn't make sense is that these smaller slots do not equal whole numbers, and so that will not add up to a whole number. Okay, so while halftime slot is like a 0.5, right? 2.5s equal a 1. 4 quarter time slots do not equal 1 full-time slot. Okay, so it's really important that you, again, are not doing this in a vacuum, that you do not attempt slot conversions on your own, that you talk to state commission office, that you talk to a finance person. Because most people would assume a quarter time slot is a 0.25 rather, right? And everybody knows that 0.25 times 4 equals 1. However, the AmeriCorps math says that a quarter time slot is really 0.2673 something. Okay, so they're not going to add up to 1 full member, which is why when you're thinking about, I need to be more flexible, slot conversions, or I want to expand my pool of applicants, slot conversions, you need to be really mindful of the math here. And you shouldn't do this on your own because the math will not equal what you think it does in your head, especially for those quarter time and minimum time slots. They are not nice round numbers and they will not add up to whole numbers. So this is really the impact of doing some slot conversions is really going to depend on your exact situation, your exact allotment of MSYs, conversations with your state commission. But I wanted to flag this because this is something we all think about. We need to get more applicants, or we're concerned recruitment is slowing down, or okay, we just have 5 more slots to fill. Maybe we'll do some slot conversions so that folks might be more willing to take a halftime position. Sure, but instead of 5, now you have 10 slots, or instead of 5, now you have more slots. So you need to think about all these things. And one of those is 1 full-time does not equal 4 quarter time. And I can't explain why the math doesn't add up, but it just doesn't.